Welcome back to part 2 of how to wash and process farce. So after taking the pot off the fire, I poured everything out and I gave the farce a really good rinse. I rinsed it for about 2 times just to make sure everything was super clean. Once that was done, I returned everything back to my pot and I started adding my ingredients. I added cardamom, I added cloves, cinnamon, mahalebia, and baking soda. And please note that if you don't have baking soda, you can actually use baking powder because that works too. And then I added a spoonful of the I immediately added enough water and boiled everything all over again, and which I allow everything sit in the pot for good 2 days. And the reason is simple. You see, leaving everything to soak for 2 days or more gives the water enough time to pull out any remaining odor and helps the ingredients also to do their job properly. After 2 days, I brought out the farce again and I rinsed it thoroughly with a clean water. Then I proceeded in sun drying it till it was completely dried. After which I packed everything up and I moved to roasting stage. But before then, I tried to sort everything out by sizes. I sorted out the big ones from the small ones because if I should roast everything together, the smaller pieces will roast much faster and it could even be burnt before the bigger ones are ready. So sorting them first helps everything roast perfectly and gives me a much more better result. So for roasting, some uses sand for this process, but I prefer using sandalwood powder because it really works well for me and gives me a very cleaner farce at the end of the day. It is good for me to note that the roasting process is very important stage because it helps with the removal of the remaining raw smell from the farce and it brings out the richness of it and also prepares it properly for the final production stage. It is one of those little steps that makes a huge difference in the quality of your final product. And inshallah, this is where I'll be stopping for today. And I'll be showing you the next step in part 3. But until then, you already know keeping your space smelling beautiful is my priority. Assalamu alaikum.